and other experiences to help you get the most out of the conference. Thank you for joining us. Let's have a great week.
I was not expecting that. So, Apple's WWDC 2020-21 event just came and went, and let's just say I have some very deep thoughts about it. If you're new here, my name's Avery, and I create tech-related content on this channel. If at the end of this video you like what you watched, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel, as it really helps me out. It shows your appreciation for these videos, and it also makes my relatives pretty happy. And this video is just gonna be like off the cuff, no script, just looking at these summary pages of the different things they announced and just sharing my thoughts with it. So be prepared for a lot of ums, pauses, and stuff like that. All right, let's start off with iOS 15. So iOS 15, it isn't really the big overhaul that we got last year with iOS 14. It's more just sprinkling in some extra features to just make the overall experience a lot better. They started off with, I think, FaceTime and like connectivity. Let's see, they added spatial audio, portrait mode in FaceTime, and FaceTime links. Yeah, they're pretty much making it like Zoom, giving it all the features that Zoom has, but just with the iOS touch, I guess. And they transitioned into that with SharePlay. You're able to share your content, or like content that you want to listen to or watch, like music or videos, with other people through FaceTime or any other application. I think it actually works on Windows and Android, which I think they're doing just as a response to all the antitrust stuff that's going on in the US right now. They have notification summaries now, so hopefully that can declutter your notifications and make them more streamlined, because the iOS notification system, it's kind of notorious for being not that good at the moment. They have a new weather app as well, new maps. It's basically trying to catch up with Google Maps, but their maps right now are actually really detailed. Like, they're actually 3D models, unlike Google Maps. And they also have this new feature on the camera called Live Text, which is pretty much Google Lens. It can basically read text, and then you can like select it, copy, paste, look it up on the internet, call someone if you see a phone number. There's not really much else, honestly. As I said, this update for iOS wasn't as big as what they did with iOS 14. We'll see when it comes out in September. Next is iPadOS, which I don't think it got the update that it needed. So let's go back a little bit. So I think in around April, they refreshed the iPad Pro with the new M1 chip inside, but iPadOS was really holding it back because you couldn't really take advantage of the power even in last year's iPad. So we were all hoping for iPadOS to be the update that would make the iPad much more of a computer. But unfortunately, in my opinion, I don't think iPadOS 15 did that for the iPad. So the main thing was that they introduced a new multitasking menu. So there's new gestures, a new shelf on the bottom for like open apps, just new ways to multitask. But it doesn't really fix what was wrong with multitasking in the first place, was that you can only really have like 2 apps open at the same time, and then maybe 1 slide over window. They also added widgets to the home screen, which is finally, like, I don't know why they didn't do it in iPadOS 14 last year. So they also brought over the app library from iOS onto iPadOS as well. And also you can now build apps in Swift Playground on the iPad, and even make apps that can go onto the App Store on your iPad. Next up is watchOS. To be honest, if you ask me to name one thing that came with the new watchOS 8 update, I don't think I could name anything. I'd have to actually look it up. which speaks to how underwhelming it was in my opinion. They were talking about a new portraits watch face. Say they have a redesigned Photos app, a Contacts app, new pilates and Tai Chi workout types. I'm actually really struggling to find stuff that they updated. Yeah, honestly, there wasn't much to watchOS 8. Like, I really wish there was more stuff, but in Apple's words, you kind of don't have to change anything when you're pretty much the dominant like smartwatch or the dominant wearable in the world right now, because there is nothing close to an Apple Watch. And finally, last, we got macOS Monterey. So macOS got some new features, but it didn't really get like a really big overhaul because they just got that last year with Big Sur. In my opinion, the coolest new feature was this thing called Universal Control. If you have an iPad or a Mac, you could use input devices on your Mac, and you also use them on your iPad, your Mac, and another computer as well. In the example that they showed, they had a iMac, a MacBook Pro, and an iPad, and Craig Federighi was moving the mouse between the devices like very seamlessly. And it honestly kind of reminded me of, I think it's the Logitech MX Master mice that can like easily just move the cursor between two computers and actually drag and drop files, which Apple drew heavily from. It makes it pretty easy, which if I had an iPad, I think I would use that a lot. They also brought shortcuts to the Mac. They also had a redesigned Safari. So they added like tab groups. They redesigned the whole thing. The tab bar at the top like switches the color to like make the entire page that you're reading very seamless. So I'm not sure it will convert Chrome users, but I'm pretty sure it'll make Safari users either happier or just want to switch to Chrome. It says they have a low power mode on the Mac now. I guess that would be useful, like just being able, just like telling your Mac to just consume less power, because I don't think the Mac has any like performance toggles like Windows does. So I forgot to mention that there are now browser extensions on the iPhone now, and that's about it. If I were to sum this event up in one word, I would just say completely whelming. There wasn't any feature that I said like, oh yes, I need this, right? The one thing that I really wanted to be in this event, but it didn't come, which I don't know why, but the rumors were really pointing to this, a new MacBook Pro. It just didn't come. Like, there were so many rumors lately about a 14-inch and a 16-inch MacBook Pro coming at WWDC, but it just didn't come. I don't know why. Like, it's been rumored for months. I'm pretty sure they have it like ready right now. They just didn't want to release it for some reason that I don't know of. But yeah, I feel like those laptops are going to be amazing. But we're just gonna have to wait a little bit longer. As always, gently tap the like button, hit the subscribe button, and the notification bell to be notified whenever I release a new video. That being said, have a great day and peace out.